Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are looking at MPL. The token is called MPL. I did cover this way back around, I believe it was January of 2024, and I think the date, the exact date was around 19th or 18th. As you can see here, that it was going down, so I covered the coin on why it was down and where was the trading opportunity. So as you can see here, after that we do have a good excuse me. So after that it did go up eventually, and it's trading way above those levels. So as of now we'll discuss why it's up and other important things about Maple. So first of all, Maple is basically a lending platform and borrowing platform, but it is for the institutional capital marketplace. So that means it is not for a normal users, rather than it is for the institutional users, which is pretty big. So they are also in the real world asset market as well, so which means they do have a lot of narrative going on into 2024. So if we do look at their standing in the real world assets, as you can see here, they are way below here, but still they actually are beating Goldfinch, and I think Goldfinch may be better than this one, and Goldfinch is doing pretty good, as you can see here. Still they are doing something different in the crypto market, and which is why I think it does have this much market cap. In terms of its, let's just see some things about what's going on. So in terms of its TVL, as you can see here, the Maple Finance itself does have a good TVL, as you can see. On Solana it does not have that much, but on Ethereum it has over 50 million, I believe, and which is pretty high. So in terms of Maple itself, we just a second, and in Maple, just a second, this one is actually inaccurate, so let's just see what is Maple itself. So in terms of Maple, we have the TVL of over, I believe, 50 million. And if we do look at MPL coin itself, we have two things going on here. We don't have that much of a TVL, so it's only it's not that much basically. So did they change DeFi Llama? I think they did. So which is why I believe this seems to be changing. So in terms of the treasury holds over, I believe, 20 million, which is pretty big, and out of which 50% is in the Maple. We also have another 38% in the Maple. So most of most of the holdings are in the Maple, so which is pretty good, because treasury do pay out to the users, so that is pretty good as well. So what is MPL coin? MPL basically is a governance coin, and it also gives rewards to users from the fees which are earned by the Maple platform. As you can see here, they after that we have a fees where the fees comes from the Maple itself. Though whenever we have an engagement on the Maple, the fees come from there. The main options are available like this: buyback MPL to be held in a treasury, or distribute fees to the Maple DAO to continue funding operations and growth, and distribute fees to MPL holders. So I think MPL holders do get the fees, which is pretty good. So they had a migration from MPL version 1 to version 2, which happened in around, I believe, September 23. And as you have to understand here, so they do say it was voted by the community, and if we do go to their snapshot, as you can see here, the total community is this: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, so these aren't that much. So if you do look here, these are barely 19 votes, so I'm not really sure how does that even count to the decentralization. But still, they are actually closing their Discord, so there is no way of knowing. I tried to contact the team but on the Discord, but I could not, because they are closing their Discord as well. So it is unclear how is this even decentralized, because if you do look here, they only have 19 votes, and if you do look at their governance, they don't have much going on. So this was the only this was the only proposal there, so it is unclear what is going on that side. So in terms of XMP, so this basically uh, there was a staking program in May of 2022 where MPL holders could share in Maple's growth. Return are derived from the protocol revenues. Revenues do not currently exceed operating expenses, so no MPL is being distributed to the XMPL contract. So basically, users could actually stake MPL for XMPL. So that was it. So in terms of utility, it's the fees for the holders and the governance, nothing more than that. So in terms of token supply, that is pretty interesting, because if you look at the coin market cap, its circulating supply is around 4.4 million. It does have a max supply of over 10 million on the coin market cap, but if you do check on the coin gecko, it has a circulating supply of 4.8 million and the total supply of 10 million. So it is unclear what is happening here, and the CoinGecko does list the max supply as infinite. I could not find the exact reason behind that. Again, I could not get in touch on the Discord, so there is no way of knowing what happened there. So but if you do look at the ether scan, it does show 155 million market cap. That means that the coin gecko supply is pretty accurate rather than the coin market cap, so you have to keep in mind. So in terms of their platform, as you can see here, they are on Solana base and on Ethereum, and this is the Ethereum version. As you can see, there is a pretty high APY, and I think that may be one of the reasons why Maple does have a lot of demand. So in terms of real world assets, you can see it does have a lot of demand going on, so I think that may be one of the reasons why MPL is earning a lot of fees. So in terms of TVL, as you can see here, we have around 128 million. So I think this is the official one. So this is the borrower. This okay. So this is what the stake MPL for. If you do look here, as of now there are no XMPL being distributed, but if you do click at this one, it will directly take us to the CoinGecko. That means that this supply is actually accurate. So the as of now the circulating supply is around 7.8 million. You have to keep in mind. So now for the reason why it's pumping, so the biggest reason I believe, the one thing they had was this one. So they actually had just a sec. So they actually had this one is not that accurate. I'm sorry, I think my internet is dead, but we'll just move on to the actual news. So as you can see here, we have the actual news, which is the 14 hours ago. And if you do look at the chart, as you can see, around 14 hours ago it actually started to pump, which I believe, just a second, we'll come here later. My internet is currently dead. I think it will be up in a second. So if we do look here, they are actually announcing their roadmap and updates for Maple, and I think that is the big reason why it's up today. So and they are announcing on the March 27th, which may be the reason why it's going up, and it's in the 5 days. So I think we may even see another wave for the Maple or MPL coin as of now. So let's just see if we did not miss anything. So so this is actually the protocol itself, and what is the current standing. As you can see here, they have actually just a second. So as you can see here, the usage has gone a lot, and from here we are actually here. So as of now it did peak in around, I believe, November. Oh sorry, it did peak in November, but as of now it's doing still pretty good, as you can see here. And in terms of protocol revenue, the revenue did go up a lot in in February, and in March it is around here, and I think it will probably compete with the February revenue, which is pretty good. So the revenue is paid out to the treasury. After that, it is paid out to the user. So last but not least, we have the Maple investors. As you can see here, they have raised over 7.7 million, and out of which there were 3 rounds. And we also have a seed round, venture round, and even a venture round as well. So these investors could sell, but unfortunately there is no vesting plan, so there is no way of knowing when they will actually get their tokens. So you have to keep that in mind. So in terms of coin itself, as you can see here, it did start pumping around 14 hours ago, and the this move actually came after their roadmap announcement. So as of now it is going up, and if we do look here, I think it actually rejected the resistance, and I think it could be coming back right here. So what we can do, we can actually use this opportunity to get into the market if it does pump in around, I believe, 5 days on the March 27th, and it could, because if they do announce something big, it could happen. So in terms of entering the market, I think we may have peaked here, and it could be coming to make a correction. As of now, it has actually gone so up, so it is a little bit riskier to enter into it, but still I think we do have a pretty good entries. Let's just see if we have anything going on here. So I think this could be a pretty good entry around $14. I know it is way much lower, but I think it could actually go down if we see a big move around here. If not, this entry is still valid, and if not, we can also enter around at this point around 11 to 12 11 to $10, which is pretty low, but still I think that could happen as well. If not, we can actually enter at this stage around 13 to 13, but as of now I won't be entering at this position because this is a very riskier move. If it as it has already rejected this 3 times, and I think it may be coming at these levels as of now. So in terms of its price prediction, as you can see here, it has a high of $69, which is pretty high, and in terms of its market cap, it's around 153. And if we do look at Ondo actually did went over 1 billion market cap. So I think it could the Maple could actually at least hit 500 or even 400 or even 300. If it does do the 300s, I think it could be heading towards $40. So for that, we will have to wait for their update and see what is going on the project on the March 27th. So this was it. I hope you liked the video. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.